Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to order a flyer through Total Expert. So I'll go ahead and get my screen pulled up here. So as you can see, I am already logged into Total Expert, and this is kind of what the view looks like. Obviously, if you're a real estate agent, you have a couple different differences in your account, a couple differences on the left sidebar here. But everything I'm going to show you today, you will have access to. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to that print marketing tab, create new. From there, it's going to populate every single template we have uploaded in Total Expert. This is not the first video you're watching of me. This might be a reiteration here, but I typically recommend utilizing the tags feature here because that's just going to help you organize your search. One minor difference between mine and your account is your guys' tags feature is up here in the top right-hand corner. But without further ado, let's get after it. I am wanting a property flyer for an open house to have. Maybe it's a Saturday and my open house is on Sunday, so I need something pretty quickly. We'll go to this flyer, single-sided. From there, it's going to populate all the flyer templates we have uploaded in Total Expert. One thing I like to note that I think is kind of cool is you guys on the real estate side, you guys don't just have to do listing-facing materials. If you guys wanted to do like a rent versus buy flyer or documents made simple flyer or a loan mortgage application checklist flyer, these are all pieces you can co-brand with and have in an open house to give to a prospective client, or even just have on file for your guys' needs as well if you need to email them out to somebody or just provide them some more information on the process. These are all pieces you guys can co-brand on. And what's kind of cool is since most of these pieces are more our side of things when it comes to the information, you're looking at a nominal cost if we were to print these flyers in-house. So to put that in perspective, from a cost standpoint on flyers, if we are printing them here at our location, you're looking at 11 cents per for a double-sided flyer and 7 cents per for a single-sided flyer. To note on that, those costs are going to be cost split with your loan officers, so you are looking at a portion of that cost, never on for that full cost. So we'll kind of get in here. I'll scroll down. I'll find a property-facing one, listing-facing one, if you will, just so you can kind of get an idea what that order looks like, as well as the editability within Total Expert. From previous calls, I know I've mentioned this, but you can be as hands-off as you want with Total Expert. So if you don't have time to go in here, or you not have the ability or the tech savviness to go in here and do this stuff, you can always delegate these tasks onto your marketing coordinator and they can go in here and do the stuff on your behalf. What is kind of cool about Total Expert is it does connect to your MLS. So as you can see, I selected my girl Allison Realtor because she's got some good listings. That portion will always auto-populate you when you're in your account. But when I did this, all her listings that are up in the MLS popped up. What's kind of cool about that is now you can go in here and you can select which property you're looking to market. So maybe it's this $30 million one. Hey, that's a good paycheck for everybody. We'll check that one off. And then from there, we'll hit that customize and publish button. From there, what it's going to do is it's going to pull over all the information from the MLS and populate it onto this piece, which is pretty cool. Like I said a second ago, you guys do have a good amount of editability when it comes to these pieces. So if you're kind of one of those people who's like, hey, I love making changes to this stuff, or maybe it doesn't align exactly with what I kind of wanted to do from a marketing standpoint. Obviously, what you put in MLS is not always what you want on a marketing piece. All information is editable on that front. So if you're like, hey, I don't want this verbiage, all this verbiage, you can remove stuff. You can change font size, make items italic, make them bold, as well as change text color. So you have a good element of editability on that front. Sorry, bit of a tongue twister there, I guess. Next thing I'll show you guys is the ability to change out photos. So say like, hey, this looks good, but I don't really like this one as the main featurette. When you click on that photo, what it's going to do is it's going to pull in all the other photos you have up in your MLS. Maybe you're like, I prefer this one as the main featurette. Let's go to this guy right here, click use. It'll automatically now change out that photo in a pretty timely manner. But say maybe your photographer got you photos late and they're not up in your MLS. You can always go to click my images and you can upload your own image as well if you maybe had a different photo of the property you wanted to feature. And same basic principle, you would just choose it from my images and then be able to use it. What's also pretty cool is you don't have to keep the header the way it is. So maybe you're like, I'd rather this be at the top there in the gold. I'll just copy and paste this verbiage. And then from here, I will put it in this section. So again, you do have editability over sizing of stuff. So as you see, this one is a little cut off. What we'll do is maybe we'll bring that down to a 36th and boom, now it all fits on there. Maybe I'll add a little comment here, make it flow a little bit better. Gets cut off a little bit more. So maybe we'll go down a size as well. We'll go down to 24. It's also kind of cool is now you have room to put information in this little text box here. You don't have to, but you're able to. Say you wanted to put open house, say 3-22. You could do it that way as well. You could also leave that blank. All these other photos are also interchangeable as well. One other thing I like to note, and I know I've mentioned this again on other recordings, but you are able to change any colors within these pieces. So maybe like, hey, this gold doesn't really match my brand, or this blue splash doesn't really match what I'm doing from a marketing standpoint either. You could always utilize the draft notes section or let our team know, and they can go in and change those elements of the piece at no extra cost to you. But say, hey, it's a Saturday, you've got this open house on Sunday, you kind of want to roll with this as is. You'll hit save first draft. So again, that's just like saving your work. So if maybe you were doing this during the week and you don't have time to get to it, you could always email your marketing coordinator and be like, hey, I got started on this piece. Any way you can move forward with it. Maybe I had some changes, or I just had one revision, and you can send me the PDF and I'll print on my own. Again, that would be free for you to do. We'll hit this publish button. We'll hit OK. Now what's kind of cool is you do have a couple different options when it comes to distribution. If you click actions, again, if you click generate PDF, that gives you a full color print ready PDF that you can send on any printer, whether you have one in the office or you're using another vendor to print them. Definitely can go that route. That's free for you guys to generate. Say you want to post it on social media, you can click that generate PNG button, very similar to a JPEG, and now you can post that onto your socials as well or email it out. Lastly, like I said, you can always print and ship through us. That's the only time you're ever going to be on the hook for a cost when it comes to these materials. But we try to be as cost effective on all fronts when it comes to that stuff. We do have 2 commercial printers here in house. They're absolutely massive, literally the size of my car or New York City apartment, around the same size either way. But we definitely do a good job of getting stuff printed and shipped in a timely manner. So don't want you guys thinking, wow, it must take forever to get anything done. We definitely are able to get anything done in any timeline you have set for us. Just let our team know, and we do our best to accommodate in any way, shape, or form. So with this print and ship button, from here, you're able to kind of play around with the quantity you want to order. So minimum on flyers is 5, and because below 5, Total Expert doesn't take a credit card. The maximum is 5,000. Why you'd want 5,000 open house flyers, I do not know, but you have the option to do so if you are ever interested. So what we'll do is I'll go in here, I will type in 6. I think that's kind of a cool feature as well. You can order random numbers, if you will. So say you only needed 6 open house flyers, you could do that. 7, 8, 9, runs the gamut, goes from 5 to 5,000, like I had said. So you're not locked into quantities of 5, 10, 15, 20, which I think is kind of a cool feature as well. So what we'll do is we'll hit calculate rates. From here, what this is going to do is it's going to give you a pricing breakdown of the piece as you see right here in this section. So it says total quantity would be 6, your print cost would be 42 cents, and then it'll give you a little cost breakdown here of the portion of the cost you guys are looking at here. So the agent's portion of the cost is going to be that 32 cents. USA Mortgage portion of that cost is going to be that 11 cents. Obviously, this is a listing facing piece, so typically agents are a little more on the hook for the cost of it. But that being said, say this piece had rates on it, which we do have some rates flyers up here in Total Expert. That cost is going to be a cost split a little bit different because more of the information is going to also be deemed our side of things, which just makes it a little more cost effective on that front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this checkbox. We'll hit submit order, but keep in mind you are not done yet. There's one more step you have to jump through here. Real quick, there's 3 lines, and then click that pay button, and then that order will get kicked to our ticketing system, and your marketing coordinator will get moving on this order for you. I always say if you have not or you're not paying for it, just email our ticketing system, marketing@usa-mortgage.com, and your marketing coordinator will get back to you with the proof that you could potentially print on your own or distribute on any way, shape, or form you need. That's kind of how you order a flyer. If anyone has questions, don't be afraid to reach out to me, reach out to your marketing coordinator. We're happy to set you up in any way, shape, or form we can. Until next time.